Hey, what's good, y'all? Yeah, I'm looking rugged. Yeah, I'm looking receding hairline-ish. Gotta get a fresh baldy. Rikers Island story. Again, this right here, we're gonna officially conclude, end off the Trinitario Rikers Island stories, the Patria Rikers Island stories. This is the grand closing. This actually happened, and I just remembered it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna end it right here because I've been getting certain conflicting opinions by certain people who may or may not be tied to this gang, and I guess some of the stuff I've been saying they've been politically correct. Where when I was talking about how I was getting into it with big dudes who had the building for Trinitario Patria, and it's Spanish dudes coming in the comments and checking me saying, hey man, that guy is not who he said he was. I was just regurgitating what I was told these people was. But anyway, this is a story about how I seen one of the main Trinitario Patria dudes on Fordham Road after Rikers Island years later, and I thought for a second it was still gonna be static.
Girl, bounce that booty like backtrack. Damn, I'm attracted to that booty like magnet. Going with the fuck niggas never gain access. You already got brain like an A+ math test. Pussy mad fresh, no smell. We go hotel, nigga mad. Oh well, cut him on toenail. She the prize, no bail. Killer pussy, no bail. Butt heavy, no scale. Ride like coattail.
Now, remember in a previous video, I was speaking about a Dominican guy named Manopla, right? Who held a lot of weight in one lower. When I got the one lower, he was on the team. From what I remember, I could be wrong, but I think he had the house it was given to him by a blood dude. I think it was a blood dude from Cortland who he was cool with before I got there. But the blood dude gave him the crib, and I think when the other guy came, who was Patria, who had the building, C74 Adolescent, I think he gave him the crib. I think that's naturally what you have to do if you in a gang and like the big homie shows up. But anyway, the reason why I'm stating this story is because this similar story reminded me of how I was talking about another previous Rikers Island story where I had a guy who I didn't know very well, but we kind of was cool. But then I had to make a decision with the rest of the house to spank him out the crib, and I had to pop on him first to show I was loyal to the house. So this is a similar situation where this guy was in my shoes. So remember I was saying we was all in one lower, and then the guy who ran who ran the building for Patria, he came, he started regulating, and they kind of got on some racist shit. Well, I was cool with Manopla every day up until that point. We used to joke around, slap box, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, he was my nigga. But just like when I got upset and I popped on his big homie, he had to make his decision for his gang and also for his race. And he did what he had to do. He was one of the first dudes that popped on me after I popped on the big homie, or the alleged big homie, because I don't know for sure if he really was, but that's what was the word. They was treating him like it. So anybody watch this video and they feel like I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm only regurgitating what I was told. And from what I was told, he was the big homie at the time. So, nope, I was one of the first dudes that popped it off for me, you know what I'm saying? In fact, I remember saying that I had a bloody nose. My nose had got busted. He was the one who busted my nose. So like I said, they spanked me. They moved me out of one lower. I never seen Manopla again. Fast forward, this is probably 2016, 2017. I'm on Fordham Road. Now anybody who's familiar with Fordham Road, if you're taking the, let's say the Select 12 bus. If you taking the Select 12 bus and you riding along Fordham Road, and let's say you got off at the D train and you going to Dykeman side, you're gonna see that as you're going along that path, the path is gonna get more and more and more Dominican, right? So it just so happened that one of my favorite stores, which was a Portobello store on Fordham Road. They had all the nice little like shoes and stuff like that. Like I got some like shoes with like flowers on them. Listen, that's exclusive. Y'all dudes that is afraid to wear shoes, grow up. Because there was never a day where I wore these shoes and chicks didn't give me compliments. It was never a time where I wore these shoes and I didn't pick up chicks. You feel me? So I stop at the Portobello store. I go in there. I buy the shoes that I'm talking about. And then I bought 2 fedoras, right? One was black, one was brown. As I'm walking out the store and I'm waiting for the bus, I see a familiar face, but I don't think nothing of it. And I walk right past. And then I hear somebody call me out like, yo, Nas, right? Like I said, that was my name on the island. So I turn and it was the familiar dude. Come to find out, this is Monopla, except almost a decade older. And he seen him, maybe got a little taller. I don't know, maybe, unless I'm bugging and I remember him the right way. And he lost some weight, right? So he stops me. Once I turn and I realize who it is, I didn't all the way realize he said, it's me, Monopla, from One Lower. What's good, my nigga? So I look, I'm like, oh shit, Monopla, what's good? You know what I'm saying? So we chopping it up. And just like men do, men can have a problem with each other, but if it's really no more static by the time they see you again, men don't always acknowledge the fact that they had an issue with another man. Men will see each other, it won't be an issue no more. They'll do something as simple as ask a nigga how he been. They'll do something simple as offer a man a beer or something like that. But me and him, we exchanged small talk. He told me how his life was ever since the last time we seen each other. He explained to me how he left, he did like 3 years, and then he came home, he was still in the streets. He ended up getting shot, and then he went like this and showed me that he had maybe like a gunshot wound in his neck or something. He could have lost his life. And he seemed like after he had got shot, he basically settled down and became a more of a humble person and more of a respectful man, which I could respect too, because you know I've been through my trials and tribulations. Who you are in jail, just like us too, just like Malcolm X, you can end up coming home and being an important person. You can end up being somebody special that encourage millions of people to do better in their life. So as I'm looking at the scars on his neck, I'm thinking, damn, like bro really came home and really like went through it, almost lost his life. You know what I'm saying? So we caught up, small talk. We didn't exchange like YouTubes or Instagrams or nothing, but we told each other like, hey man, if I run into you again, you know what I'm saying, let's smoke something, let's have a drink or something. He like, hey, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? You know you was always my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like what happened in One Lower, you know, it was just regular protocol. And me already knowing that I had a similar situation after that One Lower situation, I already accepted it. And I told him, I'm like, hey, yo, bro, it's all love. We the same people anyway. We shook hands on it and we parted ways. And I never seen Monopla again. But I was appreciative of the fact that I didn't have to worry about beef when I seen this man again. And he led the whole situation with love. Like, he was leading with love from the get-go, because if it was still smoke and he took anything personal, he seen me first. So he could have stabbed me, shot me, done whatever he did. But instead, he called me by my name. He saluted me. We had small talk until the bus came, and then we parted our ways. So, Monopla, if you ever catch this video, shout out to you. Peace and love. I want to say peace and love to any Patrias that I may have had issues with on Rikers Island. I wish the best for these men and their families. Some of these men might still be in jail. Some of these men may have came home, went back to jail. Some of these men may have lost their lives. I don't know. Things happen. But I want to send my love and peace and blessings to everybody who I came across, everybody who I ever had issues with. Like I said, wishing everybody the best, sending my love. This concludes every Patria story that I'm gonna have on any of my Rikers Island stories. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.